I understand Rebecca made the meal, he said, shoveling more food into his mouth greedily. It made Lady Tremaine slightly queasy. She detested poor manners at the dinner table. She detested most things about Sir Richard, she had found. She sat there looking at him with disgust, wondering how she ever fell for his skullduggerous ways. She had thought he was so charming when they first met, and now she could hardly hide her contempt for him. Yes, she is a very good cook. Lady Tremaine smiled at Cinderella to let her know she appreciated her trying to lighten the mood at the table. Though that isn't Rebecca's job, is it? The lady of the house should make the meals, he said. I dare say the court has a cook. And so do half the people of this village, said Lady Tremaine. I don't see why we can't hire one and a couple of girls to help around the house. It's really too much for me to manage on my own. Sir Richard laughed. Are you comparing yourself with the Queen now? Are you so high and mighty you can't cook for your family? Lady Tremaine ran her fingers across her brooch. Of course not, husband, but it wouldn't hurt to get some help around this house, and I must insist that we do. She felt brave sitting there before him, wearing the brooch her previous husband had given her. She felt strong, and there was nothing he could do to make her feel otherwise. Or at least that is how she felt in that moment. Well, if it means that much to you, then yes, you can have some help, he said, pushing his plate away from him now that he was finished. Another habit she detested. But you won't need to hire anyone. The girls can help you. He patted his stomach like a fat king. But what of their education? I thought you agreed that Stasia, Zella, and Cinderella would continue their studies, said Lady Tremaine. Oh, Cinderella will continue her education. I meant your girls, Anastasia and Drizella, he said. Anastasia and Drizella leaped up from their seats. What does that mean, Mamma? Asked Drizella, running over to her mother. Anastasia was close behind. He can't be serious. That isn't fair, said Cinderella. It shocked Lady Tremaine that Cinderella was standing up for her stepsisters. You are such a dear girl, Cinderella, and you're turning into a beautiful young woman, just like your mother. It's remarkable how much you favor her, he said, ignoring Anastasia and Drizella and smiling at his daughter. I think it's time to present you to court. I have long held a wish that you and the prince would eventually marry. Cinderella dropped her fork, which fell to her plate with a loud clink. Oh, Papa, I will never leave you, not ever, she said. Well, I think it's a wonderful idea to present the girls to court, said Lady Tremaine, eagerly scanning his face to guess what he might be thinking before he replied. But his answer was quite clear. I don't intend to present your girls to court, Lady Tremaine. They will be far too busy in the kitchen helping you. Lady Tremaine was livid. I wonder that you didn't just hire a housekeeper, Sir Richard, because it's clear that that is all you wanted from the start, said Lady Tremaine. Sir Richard scoffed. Housekeepers don't come with large dowries, and besides, I'd have to pay a housekeeper, he said, sneering at her.